Welcome to another episode of the Business Spotlight Series. My name is Nate Woods. I'm a senior partner here at Action Coach Peachtree. Today, I have Preston Davis of Davis Chiropractic Center as my guest. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about his business, his journey into the family business, some challenges they face, how they're able to get past those, and look inside what it's really like to operate their business. If it's your first time on the channel, make sure to like and subscribe so you'll get notifications when we have new videos posts like this. And Preston, welcome. Thank you so much for being here today. Just give me a little brief overview of you, your background, and tell me a little bit about the business.
Thanks for having me. So, a little background. I went to school here down at Trinity, did my undergrad, went to School Life University, graduated, and now I'm back working here. So it's pretty fun. It's like a full circle come complete. I've always wanted to be a chiropractor since I was 3. So it's sort of living the dream, right?
That's awesome. That's awesome. So with it being the family business, are you one of the kids that kind of grew up working in the office some, helping around, or what was your experience there?
100%. As soon as my dad found out that I wanted to be a chiropractor, I was free labor for a little bit. So he wanted to make sure that I wanted to do this before I went through all the schooling. So I grew up working in the office, high school, after school. I would always be in the office, just helping, doing all the administrative stuff, doing all the stuff that I could legally do. And so I've been taking X-rays since I was 18, which is like the lowest legal age. So that was just super easy for me in school.
Awesome. Awesome. So what role do you currently play in the business now?
So it's me and him. We're the main doctors here. There's no other doctors. I see patients. I take a lot of the X-rays on existing patients because I'm pretty perfectionist when it comes to that stuff. And then of course I just take care of my half of um, like the billing part and seeing patients and some of the administrative stuff as well.
Awesome. Awesome. So with you and your dad, if you were to ballpark percentages, how much time do you guys spend actually working in the business, so doing chiropractic care versus kind of working on the business, so planning and strategy for the future?
I would say we spend, for the most part, a good amount of our time with patients and seeing patient care. Um, when we're not seeing patients, we're doing usually administrative stuff such as like patient notes, stuff like that. Um, for the most part, I'm either like seeing patients or I'm not really doing much. Thankfully, we have the systems in check where we are able to get a lot of the stuff automated that's administrative. So I'd say we probably about 90% of our time is spent on patients or just doing the notes and stuff like that.
Okay, awesome. So let's dive into your business a little bit and what makes it special. So, primarily, who is it that you serve in the community? So, if people are watching here, how do they know they're a good fit for Davis Chiropractic?
If they have a spine. So we see a huge range of musculoskeletal injuries. We see a bunch of car wrecks. We see a bunch of pregnant women. We see a bunch of kids. A lot of people, they think as a chiropractor, we're just limited to the spine. Um, Anything with a muscle, joint, anything like that, we can help with. See a lot of plantar fasciitis, knee stuff, hip stuff, arms, shoulders, and we're able to help them. And then if it's something that we can't help with, we get them to the right provider. So we operate as like a port of entry provider for anybody with anything musculoskeletal related.
Awesome, awesome. So, why would people choose to come to Davis Chiropractic? What makes you guys unique versus other chiropractors out there?
Right. So we are. So a lot of chiropractors are booked up. We try to get our patients in, like when they need to come in. We have customized care plans for them. We're in network with a lot of the insurances. We also have digital X-rays on site that we can take and immediately see what's going on. And then we have some radiologists that we pay that actually read the X-rays. So every time we have like 3 people looking at that helps us in case there's something imaging. We can pretty much get them in the same day. We work a lot with other local healthcare providers to get patients where they need to be when they have certain issues that we can't address. And we try to get people in, get them fixed up as soon as we can, and get them on about their life.
Yeah, awesome. So quick response time can get people in on short notice. So what would
Correct.
you say you wish if there was one thing that you could broadcast out there so more people knew about your business, what would that be?
Uh, It's a good question. I would probably, I don't know, I'd say give us a try. A lot of people, chiropractic's very, you either love chiropractors, you hate chiropractors, and just like, come on in. I feel pretty confident that we would change a lot of people's minds who've had a bad experience with other chiropractors. And then, of course, if you had a great experience with a chiropractor, come on in and we'll keep it going.
Awesome. Awesome. So marketing is a big part of any business. For you guys, what have you found to be the most successful marketing strategy you've used to bring in new clients?
I would say for me personally would be sports. I play a lot of sports. I'm pretty active. People hurt themselves. I play a lot of basketball. People hurt themselves and then ask me if I can help, and I'll say yeah, and they'll show up to the office and we'll get them fixed, and then they'll tell the other buddies that they play with. So that's been the best. Mostly it's just been starting to know people, get to know them one on one. Everybody always has a question if I can help with something, or if I know somebody that can help with. And granted, most of the times I can help them, and if not, I'll send them to somebody else that can help them.
Makes sense. So a lot of word of mouth advertising and just meeting people in the
Right.
community.
Yeah, and a lot of people just don't understand what we can help with. Like I had the other day, somebody asked me if I could like help them with their knee, and I was like, yeah, like we see a lot of knees all the time. So he's doing pretty good. And it's actually one of my buddies that I played basketball with. So he was pretty happy.
Cool. So we spent a little bit of time focused on the business. Let's talk a little bit about you and your journey. So you talked about growing up working in the family business. What made you make that decision to I want to go into chiropractic versus going to work for someone else or pursuing a different career?
Right. So growing up, I saw my dad always working on people and able to help people, and I thought it was normal for everybody's dad to be a chiropractor. And so it's pretty cool. Of course, I grew up getting adjusted. Whenever I had like an issue or hurt myself playing sports, I would always go get adjusted and feel amazing. And so that really made me want to do it. And then it also, as a chiropractor, you have a lot more flexibility with like work-life balance. I'm not getting called in the middle of the night to see a patient. So eventually, as I grow older and have a family, I'll have the flexibility to go to the games and stuff. And then I really enjoy working with my dad. Um, Dr. Gary is about the only chiropractor I could work for because me and him think very similar. And he has been training me for like the probably past 7, 8 years.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that kind of rolls me right into the future and what's coming next. So
Mm-hmm.
if you were to look down the line 3 to 5 years, where do you see the business at that point in time?
Well, we're gonna keep on growing, keep on growing. Um, so me and him are gonna both be in practice for a while. I mean, he still likes his job after all these years. Um, so I always joke that he needs to, practice retirement and go on a few more vacations. So he's gonna be around for a while. Um, quite honest, he's probably gonna die in the office because he likes it so much, and we'll just roll him out in between patients. So yeah, in 5 years, I'm still gonna be here, still working on people, and because I really enjoy it. I enjoy this area, and we have a lot of patients that have known me since like before I was born, and so they're going to be able to keep on coming, and it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So obviously, with the future in the business, it's important to make sure that you're surrounded by a great team. We talked a little bit before the interview here about your team and how long they've been with you, but just give us some background there. You've got a great team in place that have been with you for quite some time now, right?
Oh yes, so we have Heather in the back office. She's been with us for about 20 years. So I think, yeah, 20 years this year. So she's great. She handles a lot of the back office administrative stuff, like the insurance companies, all that stuff, because we're always going back and forth with insurance companies. Fortunately, that's how it is nowadays. So she does great. We are known for how good we do with our like insurance and with patients, and it's all because of her. So she does great. We got Kayla. She runs the front desk and helps Heather with the back office stuff. She keeps the patient flow, everybody booked up, everybody not. She keeps everybody on track,
Yeah.
including me and my dad. And then Lauren's our new hire. She's doing great. She's doing the same thing as Kayla.
Awesome. So new hire, perfect time to ask this question. It's not the easiest market to hire people right now. So what was your guys' approach to finding that right team member and then even retaining the team members you have now since they've been with you so long?
Right. So that's probably our biggest issue is getting good staff. We're pretty picky with who we hire because we don't want patients not getting the right treatment, not being treated well. We're pretty picky with that. If somebody gives like a patient a hard time, we will just fire them right off the bat. We wanted somebody who was able to integrate pretty quickly at the practice, somebody that was intelligent. So our biggest thing was we'd rather be patient with the hiring process rather than rush into it, because then you just end up wasting time having to train somebody and then they either quit or you have to move on. So we took our time, and Lauren's been a pretty good hire. Very happy with her. But our biggest thing was just waiting for the right person to come along.
Awesome. Awesome. So as we wrap up, I've got a couple rapid fire questions. So just like quick top of head answers. Don't think about any of them too much. So first one being, what would you say is the key to success for you?
Probably patience. Patience. I'm a very, and this is like with my patients, I want them to get in, get fixed. I'm very like I want to do everything, but it's sometimes it takes time. It takes time. So that's the biggest thing I would say.
Awesome.
Patience. Yeah.
And then if you had to choose one area of the business that you could snap your fingers and it be completely improved tomorrow, what would that be?
Well, I would say having to deal with insurance, but that's not really on our end. That's it's a big ooh, yeah. So it'd be that. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So before I get to my final question of the day, how can others learn more about you or about Davis Chiropractic? What's the best way to get in contact?
Best way to get in contact is to go to our website. There's a bio on there. We have a bunch of patient reviews of what we've helped with, and it has a bunch of questions that are commonly asked are listed there. I believe we have who we're in network with for insurance wise, and sort of what to expect on the first visit, and a lot of conditions that we see and treat every day.
Awesome. So my last question for you today is what most inspires you as you continue to move forward in the business?
I'd probably say seeing the results that we get from patients. We have a lot of people, um, and this is on the extreme end where they don't have any hope. They have no idea what's going on. They've had all these um, dead ends over the years, and they just don't really have much hope left. And then we're able to get them in. We're able to work on them, get them doing a lot better, and it's a whole new outlook on life. And then on the other side, we have families that have been coming in. I've known the kids; they've grown up, and that's pretty cool. And makes you want to show up to work every day when you get to see stuff like that and get to take care of the whole family and watch them grow up. So it's pretty fulfilling.
Awesome. Preston, I appreciate you joining me today. It's been great talking with you.
Awesome. Thank you, Nate.